Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, hi. For those who are confused, today is Arknights because Fate's on maintenance, so I can't play it. So if anything, I'm doing Fate tomorrow. Had to switch it because maintenance was a surprise to me. I wasn't aware that it was gonna happen until last second, so here I be. Hehehe. So yeah, no 2 Arknight streams this week because I gotta do my Fate stuff. I have to do GSSR, I gotta go for Gramps. Or at least GSSR on stream is my goal. Unless for some reason something happens to the internet, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. Sobs. Ooh. You wanna get Space Ishtar NP2? You know, I'm tempted for that also, not gonna lie. Good luck. Super duper good luck. But for now, I'm gonna do some Arknights lore stuff before starting episode 9. Starting with Preluding Lights, Crushed Earth. Ah yes. I will crush it. Careful, walk slowly. I'm alright. No need to prop me up. Save your strength. We're still not clear until we're out of the mountain. I mean, until we're over that mountain. How far are we now from Ursus? Not that far. We aren't deep in the Barrens yet. Not deep enough. Yo, you made Jason level 9, nice. My Jason, I think he's stuck at 77-ish. He's just staying there for a while. Let me just breathe for a moment. Go ahead, I'll wait. What's past the mountain to the northeast? Kashimirish's people's land, I think. But we're not going that way. This is the first time I've left Ursus. You'll get used to it. There's nothing left for us in Ursus. Phew. This place looks good enough. It's almost night. Let's set up camp here. How much do we have left in rations? We've gone through more than half the haul from the warehouse. Plus what we traded for from the wandering settlement. We still have about 4 days worth. Not a whole lot. Watch your bags. I'll look for some firewood. This place is so quiet. Oh wait, did this happen during Susie's event then? That's not a bad thing. We should beware of anyone passing by though. Call it a stroke of good luck that we came through without any trouble. Bandit groups and outlaws, packs of wild beasts. Most would say that the Barrens are fatally dangerous place to be. Can we really find our way to these Rusthammer people? There's no reason the vagabonds would trick us. There'd be no sense in tricking us. Although before the Susie event, Rusthammer's people are operating nearby. That much plenty now. That much plenty no. Will they accept us? We can't be sure, but we have to try. Long before, in the village, the soldiers all said the Rusthammers were a vicious, barbarous lot. Thugs who killed for pleasure on the wastes. They all said that, and afterwards, there were people in the team who told them to. Rumors aren't sure to be truth. Have you forgotten how those bastard noblemen spoke of us? Insatiable, ruthless, reunion bandits. All the old patriarchs of Ursus need to do is make a bag of rumors up. And they can turn anything they don't like into man-eating monsters for the commoners. It's a customary trick of theirs. This definitely isn't like that, as far as I can see. Have you met them before? I have. It was even while I was serving. That year was the year they said the borderland armies went into Kashmir's territory, plundering villages. I heard about that from someone in my own village. The captain mentioned it too. They all died after, apparently. The captain told you all that? They were Ursus regulars, a whole army platoon, armed to the teeth, bringing full set of combat equipment past the border. There's no hope of completely fooling us about what was happening. The looting was just an excuse by the brass to shift the blame. Maybe the soldiers really did want to stir up a battle, you know? Sadly, things didn't go how they wanted. I don't know what took place in Kashmir's hill forests, but not a single one of them came back. A total annihilation, more or less. As for the truth behind why they crossed the border, they're all dead, and who cares anymore? But their death isn't solely down to the Kashmir's people. That I know for sure. So what happened? It was the fourth day the soldiers had crossed into Kashmirish. A sentinel reported that a great group of wastelanders entered Ursus's own borders. Wastelanders? Back then, I was stationed right at the border garrison's resupply station. And when the sentinel announced invaders, nobody in the barracks took it seriously. Though you don't often see a whole crowd of barrenland vagabonds on their last hopes, it's not new either, especially not at the Ursus border. They sent out a little squad ready to intercept the poor saps and boost manpower a little in the jurisdiction's mines. Nothing too strange compared to the usual business. But let me guess, the squad didn't come back? I remember one person in the game who said that they were having a kid. But they didn't stand out that much. Like, no offense to that character. It's like, yeah, congratulations, you're gonna be a dad. Now back to the main storyline, basically. That's how it came out to me. Like, sorry, Mr. Gareth. The next morning, a guard with his face coated in blood scrambled into our camp. It wasn't just a squad who got wiped out. 3 neighboring checkpoints had completely fallen too, and he only made it back out alive. The station officer at the time wasn't as stupid as now. He determined it was Kashmir's soldiers disguising as Barrenland wanderers and springing attacks on checkpoints. So he immediately reported a need for reinforcements to higher-ups. Ooh, hello. How goes it? Decent. I'm just a little bit worried about my gacha luck in my games right now. Not gonna lie, I did like a few summons in Fate. Okay, not a few. I did 20 summons in Fate for the lovely Rider and Lancer, just to test my luck. Neither of them want to come home, no 5 stars either, but you know, it's fine. It's fine, I'm just using the bad luck first, and then I'll save the good luck for on-stream. Yeah, only 20 rolls, ha 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 ha. I am being semi-good. I'm saving most of my rolls for on-stream. Sobs. It took until then for us to realize our Originium communicators had lost all signals from allies within range. And we were sitting foul base on our own. After that night, after the sunset, a sound of metal beating traveled all throughout the valley, fearsome and ear-piercing, like the primitive drums of war. And then there were people, so many people. More than 100, maybe more than 1,000, carrying countless rough works of weaponry, shouting rallying cries. We had no hope of understanding, charging madly into our camp. They looked like humans, yet you couldn't sense the human part of them. I thought they'd gone crazy because even if the comrades by their sides were blown away by artillery, the pace of their assault didn't slow one bit. I'd say that's the most terrifying attack I've ever experienced. Forget Reunion's countless battles afterwards. None of them could have compared to that evening of insanity. They only retreated once first light finally came over the valley. Yo! 600 synchroids is a lot. Good luck for Ushi. I want Ushi Waka 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 too. I'm just hoping Gramps is nice to me. Like, come on, Gramps, you know you want to be reunited with my Musashi tomorrow. Though he's probably gonna be surprised seeing her in her bikini. That's how my Musashi be. And thank you. They only retreated once first light finally came over the valley. Numerous corpses piled all around the camp. Bloodstains and marks from Originium Art's bombardment everywhere. The whole day through, the air was filled with the smell of rust so thick you could vomit. That's just too excessive. Why? Why attack the Ursus army with no regard for the cost? What was their goal? That's the crucial bit. After a few days, a backup unit finally made it. It was only then we learned that 2 infected mines nearby had been totally plundered. They'd set every one of the mines free, and burnt down 5 whole military supply warehouses in the area. They hacked up the officers and mine overseers they caught, and tore every Ursus flag and landmark they found to shreds. Rustheimer washed off the traces of Ursus, and left behind not a single mark in the ruins. What was most important was, the unlucky lot who gallivanted into Kashmir's land had practically lost all their rear reinforcements. Once the Ursus army had reacted, it was already too late. Even now, I still can't comprehend their lunatic conduct. Oh, this is the first introduction of the Rusthammers? Huh. Man, I like Mr. Knot. Totally not sus. Especially with the tentacles in his outfit. But wasteland scum who slaughter for pleasure wouldn't raid the Ursus army in order to free the poor people in the mines. They're not normal thugs, I'm certain of that. That story really is hard to believe, right? I still have no way to tell. It would be a correct choice to join them. Even someone of Mr. Patriot's caliber got... Don't think about it. Let's just go to sleep. There'll always be a way. Maybe. We're here. This is where we're looking for? Straight north from the second peak, on top of a massive upright boulder. I didn't imagine you would actually be here. A rust-speckled iron hammer is stuck upside down in a boulder on a peak. The black rag tied to the handle like a flag fluttering wild in the wind. If you wish to join us, then search for the rust hammer in the rent apart rock. This group likes a bit of dramatic delivery, huh? This isn't dramatics. This is a symbol. If you want to live on the Barrens, you must be like this hammer. You don't need to be sharp, but you do need to be tenacious. You don't resemble ordinary passers-by. I recognize the symbol in your clothes. Reunion. Speak. Tell us why you sought us. You don't look like you're infected. I thought... We want to join the Rusthammers. Join? Weak, timid, fearful, helpless. You're scared of everything upon the Barrens, shivering like livestock, awaiting slaughter. Here, pick these up. What are these? A shovel and pick. And a beast trap? What do you mean by this? Why give these tools to us? You want to join the Rusthammers? Then prove yourselves. What? Prove you belong to the Wastes. Prove you aren't livestock incapable of surviving beyond their pen. We are warriors. We are the Wasteland's conquerors. We look after each other. We share everything of ours. But we will not care for unbearably weak trash. See that gorge over there? It's a kind place to be. The kindest all around here.
And the gorge is everything you need. Survive for a month here. If even that's beyond you, then head straight back where you came as soon as you can. Survive for a month in a place like this? You've gotta be freaking kidding me. Surviving on the barren lands with just these? If you just wanted to watch us die, then why make it so complicated? Wouldn't it be so much easier to do it right here? You're just going to laugh at us as we die in the barrens? Is this some sick hobby of yours? Or is this persecuting the infected one of your joys too? And I thought you weren't like the other bandits. You bunch of... Infected? Infected? Persecute the infected? Boone. Come on over, take a look at this moron.
While the Grand Rustheimer man laughs wildly, a hunched-over man appears from behind the crag. The originium crystals terrifyingly ugly on his skin. The man's forceful gaze pierces through his untamed hair, sizing up the person before him. Honestly, the trial of the Rustheimers isn't that bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all, really. They gave them the tools they need, and they're even pointing him in the direction of what he said was like the nicest place in the Barrens. And of course, you gotta be able to be tough to live out here. For me, it makes sense. It's not like he told him to go out there with his bare hands. Mr. Rustheimer was kind enough to give him, weapons and a trap. I think that's very, very kind, actually. Plus, it's just a month. Like, come on, dude. A month isn't too long. It really isn't. I can wait a year to get my waifu, aka Himiko, and Ibuki, Hekastoria, and all the others that did not want to come home. So, Mister, you can wait for a while. You can wait a month.
Look, Boone. Do you see? These are your infected comrades. Bullshit. I have no comrades this week.
I like Mr. Boone. That's funny.
Your reunion too. Here. Nobody cares whether you're infected or not. Nobody cares what kind of special rank you have. Nobody freaking cares. Man, woman, old, young, sarcasm, reunion, fallen noble. As long as you embrace the wilderness, cut away from the poison blood of civilization. We're all equal.
Just 1 month, was it?
Illa? That's right. If you can hold out for 1 month, that'll show you're part of the wastes, that you've broken free of civilization's fetters. Once the time comes, you'll be part of the Barren Lands, and our Rustheimer brothers and sisters will welcome you.
Alright. It's a deal.
Not a bad attitude. I have great faith in you. I wish you good luck, young lady.
I like how nice he is to Illa, because Illa's cool. She's like, 1 month ain't too bad, I got this. While Mr. Gareth is like, what? Why are you guys being so mean to us?
Illa, are you serious?
We don't have much choice, do we?
No, we still have rations. We can go back. Go back to that vagrant village. Think of another way.
Don't mess with me. We never had that much in supplies. You haven't eaten for 2 days. I've noticed that. We're comrades in arms, aren't we? Comrades have to look after each other, right? These Rusthammers, they're able to survive here. Perhaps we can do the same.
I suppose.
Lend a hand. We'll find a place to set up camp first. "15 days later. See? As soon as they agreed, it's been 15 days. It's half a month. Why isn't it moving?
Shh! Don't make a sound. It took the bait.
And I feel it's about to run.
Calmly, wait for it. Wait. It moved!
Just a bit more. Just a bit more.
We caught it! We caught it!
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Alright. Illa, pass me the knife.
Here it is. There really were burden beasts here. This is my first time seeing one wild.
With all this meat, we can smoke it, dry it in the cave, and it'll keep for a while. At least for the next long while. We won't have to eat dried sandworm.
I'm not sure if that wandering village is still around.
What made you think of it suddenly?
Even if we smoke this meat, we wouldn't finish it. Maybe we could trade it with those wasteland wanderers for some supplies. Like a couple seeds or something.
Has anything happened with those moss oats?
Listen to you. Have you ever planted anything before in your life?
I haven't. I was born in the city.
My little city friend. Food is hardly that easy to grow. You want to properly learn.
Who's a little friend? You're barely older than me. Whatever, I'm dropping it. Those wanderers barely ever stop in one place, but there should be a few settlements below the mountain to the east. If we have the chance, we can go take a look. Come over here. Let's take all this back in.
All right.
13, 14, 15...
Still half a month to go.
I hope those rust hammers mean what they say. But I feel like now, it doesn't matter whether we have them or not. I've been feeling more and more like we can survive.
I've actually wondered the whole time. Why would there be a cave like this in a gorge? It doesn't seem naturally formed either.
I'm betting this was an ancient mine.
A mine? In this completely desolate area? Was it the Kashimirish?
I can't say it's either Kashimirish or Ursus for sure. Can't even be sure if it's a country we're familiar with. Before, when I was in the army, someone told me all these ancient stories. They said that centuries ago, millennia ago, Ursus wasn't yet Ursus, Kashimirish wasn't yet Kashimirish. And so many countries are emerging across the land, growing, becoming strong. And in the end, once again, because of war or catastrophe or some other reason, they were destroyed and fell into pieces. Catastrophes repeatedly swept the earth. Any trace of these countries' existence cleaned up along with them. Everything we can find was left underground, just like this mine, for example. They say loads of other places all have ancient remnants like this.
So that means these places weren't always barren lands, but were once towns and cities where people lived?
Maybe.
If we keep living here, and get more and more people like us, we might just be able to set up a small town or something. This gorge goes south to north. It could hold plenty of people. And then I'd be Mayor Illa, and you'd be Deputy Mayor Gareth.
Alright, enough daydreaming. Help me hang up the meat.
Alright. "29 days later. Gareth.
What is it? So early.
Quick, come look. The moss oats.
Are they buds?
They are.
Great. Oh, that's amazing. So we can plant grains here after all.
I'm guessing the burden beast bone powder played a part.
Alright, let me see. What was the most important thing again?
Water.
We won't have enough relying the mountain creek. We'll need to think of some other way.
But there's no other springs anywhere nearby.
Our only option is to head to the foot of the mountain east and try our luck. There's trees there, which means there's a water source.
But that's too far away. Will we be carrying water every day?
It's far, but it's worth it. If these moss oats can grow properly, then it'll all be worth it. Let's sort our things out, and we'll head to the woods to look.
It seemed to be pretty close. I didn't think it was so far.
We'll need to think of something later on. Figure out an even bigger container. It's not realistic to carry it just with water pouches.
Hold on. What is this? Are these footprints? There's other people nearby.
Footprints? What footprints? No. These are army boot prints. I'd recognize these sole markings anywhere. These are Ursus army boots. What are Ursus soldiers doing here?
What do we do?
Let's hurry back. Get our things in order. We need to leave this place. These marks. They haven't gone too far, and there's at least 20 of them by these footprints.
Wait, we have other options too. If we don't light a fire, they won't be sure to notice the cave in the gorge.
They'll find us sooner or later. Even if we don't light fires, what's the use of hiding in the cave day after day? We don't even know if they'll leave or not. They've come to get me. I knew the colonel wouldn't let me off so easily.
No, I'm not leaving.
Illa.
Where would we even run to? I'm already sick of running. I joined Reunion so I could live with some semblance of self-respect at all. This past month has been tough, undoubtedly. But what does it matter if it's tough? There's no taxmen, no nobles. There's prey in the forest, muscles on the ground, all of my own. Ooh, hello? This whole month, I've lived like a person, and not like some beast just dragging out its life.
Illa, calm down a little. Listen to me. As long as we're still alive, we can always find some place that belongs to us. And if we die, we'll have nothing at all.
Don't tell me, every time we run, we have to abandon everything that's already ours. Why should I let those wretches destroy my life again and again? First my village's people, my little sister, then Sharla, the captain. I'm not going anywhere today. If today I die, then I'm dying in this gorge. Everything in here was our painstaking work. This is my new home. I'm not going anywhere. I feel for you, Illa. Heck, your month's almost over, then you guys can join the Rust Hammers. And I don't know how I feel about the priestess. Even if she was one of the ones who saved me, I don't know anything else about her besides that. So, to me, she's just a creepy stranger who probably spies on me through PRTS, as one does when you're a creepy stranger.
Illa.
Stay here, Gareth. Let's fight them. We're warriors of Reunion. We're not cowards. Illa really is the tough one. She was the one who's like, yeah, surviving a month, sure. And now she's like, bruh, let's fight. I like Illa more than Gareth.
You're right. These goddamn sons of bitches. Those bastard nobles and Colonel Romano. Damn them all. Damn them all to hell. Good. Excellent. You finally resemble a spitting image. It's you. Why were you nearby the whole time?
Ah, yeah, speaking of creepy creepers creeping.
You were to survive in the Barrens for a month. All I did was check in daily to see if you were still good and going.
Wow, he actually checked on them daily, though. Well, he really does care about them. Aww.
Forget that for now. There's Ursus nearby. Don't get too wound up. All I'm hearing is a few paltry little annoyances.
Then, have we qualified?
Qualified? You're rust timer already, sister. And you. Though you came just short of your willpower crumbling, I'm very happy to see you choose the right path. Compromise and escape are never ending. Remember that. Welcome, brother. Now, as well as that, a group of idiotic prey are heading straight for the beast trap. You shouldn't miss this. Prey? What prey? They're here. I knew there'd be people in this gorge. You really have given me the runabout, you know. Corporal Gareth. You shameful deserter. You even dared mingle in just to steal food supplies from the army warehouse. Did you truly believe you could trample on the Ursus army's dignity and then so vainly flee?
If you poke my cheeks, will you get bitten? Not just bitten, I will devour your hand whole.
Colonel Romano's very angry. Particularly angry. Only lopping off your head can quell his fury now. Time to pay for your crimes, you infected scum. Black-clothed Ursus brutes. 24 of them. Heh. I see you're quite merry with these flesh-tearing savages. Surely you don't think a couple of barren land natives can save your lowly lives? Now kneel and off yourself. I can promise you a death in one piece. Snipers ready.
The masked Rusthammer warriors uses the weapon in his clutch to beat the ground. 1 sound, 2 sounds, 3. In the next second, the entire ravine echoes with an ear-piercing pounding, chaotic yet resounding clear. Battle cries, roars, together with the chilled gust that blows through the ravine. Like the great land itself, has let out a primeval scream. At this instant, Gareth sees it. Upon the cliffs and ledges of the gorge's 2 sides stand wild warriors, packed together. Their clothing ragged, adorned in worn metal forged into crude armor. Their postures twisted, grasping simple but fearsomely shaped weapons.
Captain, how many is this? How could this be? What about the Sentinel? Where did the Sentinel go? If you're looking for your Sentinel, then right here. These helmets, weapons, how could you possibly? My brother and sister, welcome to the Wastelands. This is your first hunt since joining the Rusthammers.
I'm glad of the chance to join you in battle.
Battle? Sister, we never battle.
As more and more Rusthammer warriors show themselves, the Ursus soldiers are stunned, not daring to make a move. When they begin to speak, all the 24 can do is stand there silently.
They, the so-called countries and civilizations, display from the root. They're evil. Their colossal nomadic cities, their ugly steel creations, their metal fetters and cells cast from malice are the sinister proof of their sin. They have stolen everything. They have plundered the world's minerals, seized its land, its water and land, and taking it on their own. They claim that only faith in civilization can bring salvation. That everything not bound by their shackles has been stamped by a barbarous seal. They fear the truth, and they will return to the truth to the land. They use force to make you afraid. They use civilization to make you feeble. They give you no choice but to rely on their baselessly invented order. No choice but to trap yourself in the cage. And so they enslave you, who by all rights ought to be free. And so they swallow you. The world ought to belong to everyone. Everyone should, like you and I, and anyone else, take a place in these wastelands with their own 2 hands. The wastelands will eliminate the weak. But when traced to the source, just who was it who made the people and the world weak? You must become their nightmares, become their calamity, become the force that destroys them. Who can shackle and manacle a hurricane and earthquake? And who can imprison a thunderclap, a lightning bolt within a cage? We never battle, we destroy. We pulverize the cage, we destroy the fetters, we plunder back that which was stolen. And those blamed to abandon weakness may all become Rusthammer brothers and sisters. Destroy, 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 destroy!
The chaotic yet resounding metal pounding echoes throughout the whole gorge. They shout, strike the earth with the handles of their weapons, the collision of metal and rock as if thunder rolling through the dark. Destroy, 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 destroy!
Have no fear. They're just a bunch of lunatics. Get into formation. Prepare for battle. They tremble. They fear us. We destroy, we hunt. Cast away the fetters of civilization. We will never be weak again. Catastrophes sweep the wastelands. Rust hammers smash the world.
The rust hammers be cool. You know, strength is good. Plus, they're nice for their initiation too. Giving them weapons and traps, pointing out like the nicest area in the gorge, watching them every single day to make sure they're fine. See how kind they are. You know what this one should be called though? Instead of Crushed Earth, it is How I Met Your Mother. Or maybe How I Met Your Father, either way. Illa's cool. Illa is a very cool lady. And now I'll go to the other parts that were recommended, which was in here. Starting off with Hoshiguma in No Sequel. Boop. Yawn. Fold the blankets into Dogon, and that'll do. Wallet, keys, jacket. I'll leave the comms gear. Shield. I'll leave that too. You rest easy for today, partner. She's leaving her shield? I'll kick these for shoes. Nope, don't feel it. Maybe this limited edition pair? These feel pretty right. They match my outfit today. And let's go with the first ones after all. I want to see what the limited edition shoes look like that she has. I want to see your collection, Hoshiguma. Rose eyes. Missy, perfect timing. Which pair do you think looks the best? Don't ask. Every part of you looks awful to me right now. Sheesh, every part looks awful? So rude. What's wrong? You're in a rotten mood. Special day today? Nay. You were pounding on my door at dawn for this, so I could watch you count shoes? You've collected a billion pairs that all look basically the same to me. How are they the same? They're all different editions. The materials are all different. What am I doing telling you this? Hoshiguma, I want to check out your shoes. I don't mind looking at a shoe collection. Though honestly, I don't really have that many shoes. I'm the type who just wears one thing over and over and over until it breaks and then I get something else. And what I mean by break is the bottom of the soles fall off. That's when they're broken. That's how I usually break them. They fall apart and I'm like, oh, time to get new shoes. Our dorms are next to each other. We're like neighbors. We help each other out. Like I care about you. Let me make this clear to you. Today is my day off. It's 3 minutes to 6 right now. And if I sound this alarm, I can write you up for disturbing the peace. You want overtime? Fine. Do it yourself. You're gonna lose your hair working 24/7, but don't try to take my locks too. Overtime, nothing. Not often we get a day off, and the LGD doesn't pay much more for overtime. They're pretty tight-pursed. I'm no workaholic like Jen either. And Missy, are you one to talk? Didn't you just come back from the LGD? I heard you opening and slamming the door. That one traveled. Piss off! I'm so done right now. She's just cranky, I understand. She needs an energy drink. Her plate's loaded. We've got the mess reunion left. We've got business with that stinky old rat. And that pook guy dragon isn't even here when it matters. What does it need doing? You got promoted and they want you transferred? Transferred where? Are we just going to give the special inspection unit to someone else? I've had it up to here. Calm down, calm down. It's not like Mr. Wei hasn't thought it through. He's training you. For when the LGD is your responsibility, if you ask me, it's just a matter of time. You can do it. You don't need to tell me. Of course I know that already. But she was supposed to take over the LGD. She was groomed for it. Don't you go crying again. Who's crying? Just you wait. Who cares if some smelly dragon never comes back? Sooner or later, I'll seize the LGD for myself. All of it. Just you wait. Haha. Now that's something to look forward to. No wait. Did you just say you heard me opening the door when I came back? So you knew I hadn't slept all night? Then why the hell did you still call me over? You said you didn't do it on purpose. Hey, don't get worked up. I was worried you were pushing yourself too hard. Been a lot happening lately, and we haven't really gotten a chance to meet up, right? Here, I bet you skipped breakfast again, right? I bought some breakfast. It's your favorite chow fun. Eat a little before you go to sleep. Didn't ask you to. Fine, you didn't ask me to. Will you still eat it? Of course I will. Give it. Hey, why'd you buy 2 portions? How am I gonna finish this much? Oh, that was 2? Must have been habit. Bought them without thinking. It's kinda cute seeing them together, but at the same time it feels like they're bonding because of their breakup over with the same person, basically. Chen broke up with both of them and now they're bonding. Look at this. Old habit, huh, of buying 2 portions of chow fun. I wonder who the second portion usually went to, Dot. 3 mushroom shredded fowl. Sauce in sauce. Extra starch root. Humph. Only that dummy would like it this way. Their place uses pretty boring noodles. The flavor is too bland, they skimp on the ingredients. It's barely passable. Next time, remember. Go downstairs from the LGD, turn the corner, second house down with the blue sign hung outside. They do better stuff. Fine, I get it. I'll get you theirs next time. Just try and eat some for now. Whoa, slow down. You don't need to inhale it. Yawn. Oh yeah, where are you going today? I'm up already, so you may as well count me in for some window shopping. I need to go buy that one Swarovski place. Swarovski piece. The new one from the Joker series. It came out just last week. Ah yes, that's supposed to be that one shiny crystal place. I'm pretty sure. Or that one shiny crystal jewelry place. Yeah. So it's probably based off of, is my guess. So I understand. You know, that place has lots and lots of shiny stuff. I stare at it every so often. I glance at that store and their pieces and I'm like, or their like stuff. I'm like, you know, this is shiny. It looks so pretty. I'm just gonna stare. Because shiny stuff as a loot goblin, it catches my attention. Oh? The one Chen's had her eye on since forever ago? Yep, that one. She's got a pretty good eye for those. She's better at picking out clothes and jewelry than I am. Sounds like a compliment to me. Personally, I don't even get to wear that kind of jewelry much after I buy it. Good thing she gets paid enough. And she lives in a free LGD dorm. She'd be in dire straits otherwise. Anyway, Missy, you're inviting me?
That's pretty rare. Is this the first time ever? If I had anyone else, you'd think I'd want to pick you. I guess so. Well, actually, if I don't head out now, I'll be late later. Wait, going where? Hold on. I'm gonna do my makeup. Don't. You're plenty fine even without making up, miss. Thanks for inviting me, but I'll have to pass today. I'm just going out for a spin. Not much point in tagging along. I'll pick you up next time. Get some sleep. Leave those bags under your eyes for too long, and it'll be rough when you finally want to get them off. You need more rest, Swire. You really do. Madam, good morning. Morning. You've all worked enough. Want some breakfast? I got it recommended a place. So I picked up some along the way. Seriously, this early on a vacation day and I still see so many people in this building. Ever since that whole incident, it's been like this non-stop. Ugh. Same goes for you, Madam Hoshiguma. You only left a few hours ago. And now you're back. You're off today, remember? No comparison. Things are different for me. Forget that. Are you really still okay? I feel like you're wobbling. Eat something. And lie down in that lounge for a bit. Lay off the energy drinks. They're not good for you.
Ouch, Hoshiguma, ouch. You're talking about my precious beverage that's in the fridge right now. That's halfway empty. If it's still there, I'll drink it later. Thank you for reminding me, Hoshiguma. Heh.
Aw, thank you, madam, but I'm okay. Once I'm done with the work I've got on hand, I can go home and sleep.
Yawn.
Fine. I won't say much more than that. Just mind yourself. It's been all hands on deck lately. And we're past this. After we're past this, I'll take you all out for a feast. A feast? I'll pass. What I want is a raise. 2 days ago, I ran to the guy from that Rhodes Island office, flaunting his promotion in front of me. Pah! What's to flaunt? You just get a few more vacation days than I do. Rhodes Island? The ones who worked with us, and the lot who took Madam Chen away. I thought those guys scrammed ages ago.
You mean that local branch of theirs, right?
I think they do some recruitment too. Weren't there a few youngsters making trouble in the streets who got talked into picking up some work instead? They've got away with words. Don't you go stirring trouble for them. It's all Lungmen citizens working in that office. No picking bones. Go back and tell the kiddos downstairs too. No getting mixed up. The hell I can. Everyone's clear deep down. Us and Rhodes Island get along fine enough. Once in a blue moon, we'll have drinks together. They've got plenty of weirdos there, and besides, they're local office people. You pass by them now and again on the street. Some just look wild. We can't help but stare a bit.
Ah yes, just staring a bit at this point, and then they'll see one day, inside of my Rhodes Island, my summer Chen, and they'll be like, what the heck? They'll be like, oh look, it's Chen in a bathing suit with water guns. What happened at Rhodes Island? Since my Chen only has that outfit, I don't have regular Chen. They'll be so confused. The only one who was able to raise recently was Lumen. I kind of want to raise my hibiscus next. Hibiscus altar, but I need more of those chips. And I'm not gonna farm that until after I buy out the event store. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I need lots and lots of chips. Delicious chips. But I needed a healer, so Lumen was the right choice, I believe.
Last week, they had some kind of Laterano monastery girl with them. And not to mention, they can all hold their liquor. Huh? So the time you came back dead drunk, it was Rhodes Island who got you like that? You threw up all over me.
Ah, poor LGD officer.
Did that happen? Damn right it did. Fine, my bad. Next time you file for a day off, go on a date with your girlfriend. I'll prove it, okay? Just hang in there until this bump's over. And every district or building has its reconstruction schedules all worked out. All sorted out, then we'll be good.
I think my trust with Horn is probably terrible. I only bring the same people over and over. And in my base, more or less the same people get worked over and over.
Of course I know that. Honestly though, once this bump's over, I'm probably not gonna have a girlfriend anymore. Hey, that works out. Won't need to approve your day off. Brutal. If you don't have anything nice to say... He's just like that, I'm used to it. Brat. Anyway, madam, same to you. It's your day off. Don't hang around here. Go on back and take a break, pronto. Yeah, just leave things to us. Just leave things here to us. Oh, looks like I'm not that popular. Or is there another reason you're trying to shoo me out of here? No, that's not what I mean. Alright, relax. I'm joking. I just came in to have a look and drop off some food on the side. Here, chow fun. You get to it then. I'm leaving. Phew, I'm tired. I've only been up for a few days, and I'm already starting to buckle. Getting off kilter. I'm not getting old, right? Shouldn't be. I'm still young if I think about it hard enough. Maybe I am? Huh, whatever. Hey partner, what do you think? It's been a while since I gave you some exercise. Let's head out to the racetrack in Nagai Kong and give it a spin. Feel the breeze. Hey, your exhaust sounds a little off today. Don't tell me you're getting old too. No, of course not. You're definitely still the latest model. 70 VV. No, I guess a model even newer than you just came out. Steady and smooth, fast as lightning. Their ads have always been pretty good, haven't they? I still want to get my hands on one to try. But they break the bank. It's okay, partner. We'll put up with each other for a bit. My wages aren't that high. Can't always spend like I did on you. You're far from out of date, and I'm far from retirement. We match pretty well, don't we? What's your opinion? What makes Chen so hard to crack? Think she can get used to Rhodes Island? Is she gonna get into fights? I'm guessing so. It's not like she can get along with people. It's just if she's not willing. Nay. Who's there? Miss Chen is no fossilized bonehead. Nor blindly headstrong. Who's there? Your Lady Shirayuki. Nods. Madam Hoshiguma. I don't need a title. How come you're here, Lady Shirayuki? The madam is away. My orders to protect thee. Got it. Lady Shirayuki, I heard that madam recently assigned you to Rhodes Island. How is it? Is little Amia still holding up? And the doctor by her side? I remember that one sticking behind cover, giving orders. Freakishly smart, freakishly tired. How are they all now? In plentiful vigor, spirits held high. Raucous blather. Loud sort. Sounds like they're still full of beans. It seems like you have a pretty nice impression of Rhodes Island, Lady Shirayuki.
Truly, Rhodes Island is agreeable. As goes for Miss Chen, thou needn't dwell. What? So now even Lady Shirayuki's saying it. You're not telling me I've got worry written across my entire face. Seriously? That can't be right. If I was like that, Missy would have torn a layer off my face this morning. It's okay, Lady Shirayuki. I'm not worried about Chen. That's the truth. True is truth. Don't judge Chen by her cover. Sure, she'll snap like whiplash, but she's got a delicate heart in there. I didn't see it coming when I first met her all the way back. Only came to realize after being with her for a lot more. I believe as long as she has a brick wall to bash her head against, she'll live decent no matter where she is, no matter where it is. Intelligent and sharp-witted is Miss Chen. Tongue-incisive, and her actions ne'er pales. The common folk cannot hope to cheat her. Haha, true that. Tell me, where do you find someone like her? Piss her off and she'll switch to chewing people out. As long as there's a reason, she'll chew out anyone. I've never seen her scared before. Miss Chen is unreserved. Honestly, Chen's temper hasn't changed once in all these years. I've always felt she put a lot of stress on chivalry. In those manga about master swordsmen, her sword would be the main character. But you know, blood and gore is fun enough to read about, but having those wounds in your own body really aches something fierce. There are times I see her aching beyond help, and I think, is it really worth this? It isn't worth it. In truth, in full honesty, I feel it truly isn't worth it. But she thinks it is. I'm not worried if she comes to grief. A little grief is no bad thing. Get too strong-willed and you'll come to a lot worse. I'm just scared she can't get over it. That she can't let it go. Miss Qian's soul is wide. Rid of her chest weight, she is ever more unstoppable. You see clearly, Lady Shirayuki, and Master Wei and the Madam see even more plainly. You too, Madam Hoshiguma, are chivalrous. Me? Stop it. That's over the top now. I'm clear when it comes to myself. When I was young, I didn't know how things worked. I dreamed, of course, too. I've done a lot of impulsive things, and it's not like I've never done some hot blood in me. I've never had some hot blood in me. But the hot-blooded story's over. The kid's no longer a kid. And now what? They wouldn't write this stuff in a story. Write it and the readers would get mad. Total waste of effort. Save yourself the trouble of ever writing it. Stories get to end at the best possible times. Life doesn't. If chivalry looked like me, carrying the weight of the world, then people wouldn't be into it. What do you mean, Hoshiguma? If chivalry looked like you, I'd be so into that. One cannot undervalue oneself. If you may see this. This is a comic? Tai Cam Road, Second Lane Bookstore. This month's new publication. A present for thee. Really unexpected. Much thanks, though I'm surprised. You read this, Lady Shirayuki? Madam will know at a glass. Yeah, Madam will know at a gloss. Then I, Shirayuki, take my leave. This series, a new artist debut work, second overall in reader support, and other artists have been recommending it. It seems pretty decent too. Is this the protagonist on the cover? Kinda familiar. This big one holding the shield is... Aha! So that's how it is. No wonder. They've got some guts. But they still know their work. Art's not bad too. Whatever. What?
ever.
Come on, let me see the book. I want to see the comic. Please let me see it.
If I ever see Chien again, what should I call her? Operator Chien? Pretty good. Pretty fitting too. Still not fast enough. Got a curve up ahead. Perfect. I can still kick up a gear.
The one-horned Oni lets out her breath. It's been a long time since she sped through the wind so savagely. With every roar her beloved machine lets out beneath her, her young, brazen blood seems to flow again, in speed for its own sake. Until suddenly, behind her, sounds another mechanical beast's cries. The LGD's Madame Hoshiguma comes back to her senses.
Who is it? The sound's coming from behind and getting closer. Pretty good speed catching up to me. Heh. That motto and that engine sound. It's the latest one of the ads. Odds are it's modified too. Let's burn some rubber, partner. We can't lose. Strange. When was there someone so good, and how did I never know? And they kind of seem like... Tearing the vacant streets in the dead of night, the ghost driver in the flashes on the winding roads. Wait, but the vehicle's not right, and I think I know who's driving it. No way! Phew. You're good. It's my loss. I'm flattered. You took that curve pretty well. You took that curve very well. Had my machine not been somewhat better, I would never have overtaken. Good morning, Inspector Hoshiguma. You're unbeatable, Madame Fumizuki. Oh my, you don't seem surprised at all. I'm pretty surprised, actually. It was too fast just before. I only dared to guess it was you after that curve. Everyone's familiar with your principal vehicle, madam. I'd never mistake it. Today's the first time I've seen those wheels, though. Are you going to issue me a speeding ticket, then? Of course I couldn't. This race course is outside of jurisdiction anyway. Specifically for racing. If tickets were a thing out here, I wouldn't get away with it either. Heh. You've all been working terribly hard. That's our job. Nothing terrible about it. What's wrong, Inspector Hoshiguma? You seem like there's still something you want to say. Nothing much. Just thinking. The wind out here feels really nice. Flooring down an accelerator sure does wonders for my mood. Quite right. Hear, hear. In times of just too much to try and do, it truly feels a lot better once you've taken in the breeze. Though that can't be all you wanted to say, can it? Huh. I guess there's no hiding it from you, madam. I was just thinking
about how much I miss Chien.
I mean, the Stream 35LL, luminous luxury parked downstairs for Master Way for the last 2 days. Even though he doesn't seem like the biking type, surely enough, it was never his.
Aw, they're bonding over bikes. That's adorable. Watch out, Mr. Wei. Hoshiguma's gonna steal your girl. And now time for the sword and scale. Boop.
Starting with the fight? Stop. That's as far as you go. You can stop running. The police will be here soon. It's all over. What? They sent you after me too? They said you were here on some mission from Rhodes Island. That they have doctors willing to take care of the infected. So that was all lies, eh? Old Tom warned us not to trust any outsiders. Ha! Serves me right for not listening to him. I thought you had some integrity in you. Not like those idiots that only look at people as dollars and cents. And this is what I get. Guess I'm the idiot here. If that's what you want to believe, suit yourself. But I'm going to tell you this whether you believe me or not. I have nothing to do with the police out there. Then leave me here and go away. Sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that. You threw a fit on your way to the police station, injured 2 guards, and skipped town all in one night. With that rap sheet, I just can't let you go. You have 3 squads looking for you. I just happened to find you before they did. The moment you stepped outside, they'll cuff you. Out of all the cops on the hunt for you, I'm the only one who knows you're innocent. Of course I am. Those assholes want my head because I talked to that foreigner dude that died on the street. Just a conversation. And they're saying I killed him. It's bullshit. Evidence of arts used found at the scene of the crime. At the crime scene. Believed to be perpetrated by the infected. My ass. If I could do that, they would all be dead. I can't do nothing. I can't even make fire. I can tell. You don't have what it takes to kill an armed mercenary in broad daylight. That's why I'm standing here talking to you. You said you didn't kill anyone, and I believe you. But you attacked the police, injured others, and resisted arrest and ran away. You can't run away from these crimes. Stop resisting. It won't do you any good. Colombia is much better than a lot of the places I've seen. I've been to court here. You have juries, and the public is allowed to watch. You have a chance to defend yourself, and you can tell everyone that what you've been through. It may not be much, but the infected at least have justice here. Amiya, I heard Colombia is a place with a sound, well-rounded legal system. There are judges and prisons for the infected. I want to visit, see it with my own eyes.
It's conflicting. Actually, no, not conflicting at all. Technically, we have a prison in our Rhodes Island, so I'll take him to my Rhodes Island, put him in my base, and make him work community service, aka power up my base and make me stuff for more LMD. I got mouths to feed. Of course, Madam Chen. You're free to go wherever you want. Actually, I would really like to see you visit all kinds of places. Oh, I guess I shouldn't call you Madam anymore. Miss Chen? Huh. No need to be so respectful. But, okay. Then, Chen? No, I don't think I can. It feels awkward calling you that. I digress. I don't know much about Colombia, and I'm sure you know more about its legal and criminal system than I do, so I won't go too much into that. But there is one thing that I'm sure of. You'll find people antagonizing and looking down on others wherever you are, and no matter the circumstances. It can happen between the infected and the healthy. It can also happen between the rich and the poor. Sometimes, it even happens just because someone drew an arbitrary boundary. There will always be people trying to drive a wedge between themselves and others, to set themselves apart, to raise themselves up. Please don't try to deny it just yet, Miss Chen. I heard that there are a lot of infected in Colombia. They're allowed to make a living as explorers, and some of them even got citizenship. I think there's hope in a life like that. It's just, Miss Chen, whether a place is good or bad is something we have to see and determine for ourselves. Ursus is a downright cruel place. But there are a lot of places that only have whitewashed their cruelty. I haven't forgotten what you said that day at the control tower, Miss Chen. To treat everyone as equals, and to judge everyone fairly. That's a beautiful thing, but I'm afraid it won't be easy. Ooh, that's where the Ryan's lab is, in Colombia. And you know how they mentioned the separate prisons? Or the different types of prisons? Where was the prison located in Mountains? In Mountains Prison Break? Where was that prison located? No one has ever walked that path. So not only is there no one to point us in the right direction, we only have ourselves to count on as we slowly forge that path for ourselves. I'm a little worried, Miss Chen. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Ah, so that prison is in Colombia too. Makes sense.
What dog shit justice is that? In your dreams, maybe. Who would even listen to me defend myself? Has anyone ever been taken to court who didn't end up crying a river about how they're innocent? The moment they catch you, they throw you in the wooden box like a fowl in a cage. Then they choke you and cut open your stomach to let everyone see if you're really rotten on the inside. You know how much money those old shitbags in jury spent to hire people to yell on the street. The infected panhandlers are mooching off the city, emptying our pockets. What would you know? You just got here.
No. Perhaps I don't know this place that well yet, but I understand the mechanisms of state violence. I left my country because I was disappointed in all that. I knew what exactly had gone numb or even gone rotten there. But I understand that if this power can't keep society stable, if everyone can challenge the order protected by the state violence, then what will happen thereon will be far more horrifying. That's why I can't let you run away like this. At least not while the whole city knows a criminal is on the run, having attacked the police.
You aren't going to let me go, and I sure as hell can't beat you in a fight. Fine. Guess luck's not on my side.
I'm not going to feel sorry about this. I would do the same thing even if someone else were standing where you stand right now. Spit. I'm not joking. But if you are really telling the truth and you're wrongly accused, I'll do something about that. I just hope things don't really go there.
This is how it is. You're infected and you don't have any money. That's all you can do. All the infected who come here are either running away in a tin box or risking their lives in the wilderness. Everyone who can still walk is out there. Lil Pierre, Tom, and Dumb Mars.
Those names! Like Lil Pierre, probably because he's tiny. Tom and Dumb Mars. Wow. Wow, Mars. That's a big oof. Dumb Mars. Sheesh.
One by one, they were all carted away, and none of them ever came back.
I think Chen probably visits Tallulah from time to time. She'd have permission to visit her sister.
You remember old Tom? The guy who was always talking behind your back. How could I forget? On the first day I came to your block, he tried to dupe me into giving him the bracelet I was wearing. I taught him a lesson, but he just didn't seem to care. He's not above holding a grudge. We all thought you weren't going to be able to hang around for much longer, having gotten on his bad side. Clearly, I'm not the pushover you all thought me to be. That's right, it didn't take long for everyone to learn not to cross you. You wiped the floor with Tom, but you didn't kill him. We all wanted him to quiet down for a while. Everyone knew he was up to no good, stealing, conning, you name it. He's done it all. As long as it gets his granddaughter a dress or some jewelry, he's gonna do it. That beautiful granddaughter of hers got his money and dresses, and took the plunge with some rich guy in the city right away. And what did he get for his troubles? She told him to never step inside her house, lest he get mud all over the place. I should have taken him into the cops the moment I got here. Right, I want to ask, how long has it been since the last time you saw him? 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. Wait a minute.
Why are you bringing this up?
What happened to him?
Amiya, if I spend my entire life looking for a place like that, a place where everyone is judged equally to no avail, then how should I approach those who have undeniably committed crimes but were raised in those places of injustice? Rose Island can lock these men up as a temporary measure, but what will happen to them in the end? I can hand down punishments to the evil. I can sing the praises of the good, and I can stop any unjust lynchings before they happen. I have the power to do that. There is much that I am willing to give up to achieve the justice I seek. And to that end, I am willing to do anything. But I will still have to ask myself, do I have the right to do that? Who has the right to determine if another person is guilty? Amiya isn't here. I'll answer for her. Amiya will tell you no one can judge another person. I know she'll say that. Dr. Kelsey always says that too. They're really good people. They don't lie to me. I trust them. But I also know a group of good, big guys. We fought together and beat the bad guys. They trust me. And I trust them too. I think the things they told me are right. If you're up against a baddie who has done something wrong, and you can tell that they did, that means they are guilty. Those who are guilty should be punished. What's bothering you, Chan? It's okay, you're my family now. Family should always help each other out. So I'll help you if you can't bring yourself to do it. I will stop injustice. I will stop anyone who wants to take family from anyone else. If their crimes aren't serious enough to warrant death, but someone else wants them dead, I will stop them. I will stop anyone that wants to kill, and I will punish all the bad guys. Whatever bad things they did, I will punish them the same way. If they rob someone else, I will beat them up. If they hurt someone, I will cut off the hand they used to hurt them. What do you think? That will take care of everything, won't it? I will do my best to grow up to become someone who can properly determine whether a person is good or bad. I will be the judge.
What did you say? Tell me what you just said one more time. Like I said, he's dead. He died a long time ago. The old man pissed off the wrong people, and they dragged his ass back to their place. He wasn't gonna hand them no money, so they beat his ass before he even said anything. You know how old he was. He wasn't gonna survive more than a few days. He was lynched, and none of you cared? Shit. You think any of us gives a shit about someone like Tom? He wanted to see his granddaughter just once, and he never got the chance before he was killed either. His granddaughter stopped talking to him a long time ago. All the money he scanned off people, he sent it all to her, but he never heard anything back. I tell you, the only reason they don't bother you is because they still have a use for you, because you can still make money. The rest of us have to watch every single word we say if we don't want to end up 6 feet under. Murder is a crime, yeah, but I'll tell you this, no one's going to cross those guys all because some broke-ass old man died. If someone really wants your head, it's not going to take them a whole lot more work than flicking away a speck of dust. They have all kinds of justifications on their side. You hear all that noise out there? They're here for me. This is where it all ends. You won't die. I know you didn't kill anyone. I won't stand aside if the punishment you're given is unfair. I'll help you. Easy for you to say. Look at this. How are you gonna get me out of this? You're literally standing between me and my only way out. I'll find a way. Trust me, I won't let you die. No one should be given punishment disproportionate to what they've done. If anyone thinks otherwise, they are wrong. That's why I'll right that wrong starting right here. This is the only thing I can do right now. I've always wondered how I should go about this. In the beginning, I used to think that Rhodes Island's ideals were too immature and naive. Not exactly bad, but very difficult to accomplish. But looking back, I've come to realize that I'm not actually all that different compared to you people. Amiya, you told me that no one can ever show me the way. I think you're right. I realized that long ago, and I prepared myself for it. That said, if all I can ever rely on is my strength, my enthusiasm, and my sword, then can I only ever change that which is within my reach of my sword? Wei said it again and again, no regrets. Whether it was my trip to the core city or my decision to leave Lungmen, I never regretted making those decisions. Perhaps the path that Wei had arranged for me was the best option, but I didn't want to go down that route. I couldn't have. It would only torment me. I'm nervous. Someone out there had told her, with actions, not words, that there are some ideals that won't ever come true even if you spend an entire lifetime working toward them. Yet even though they will never be realized, you must still work toward them. She's right. She's gone ahead and done it too. I too will do the things that I have to do. I said this before. This isn't an ideal. It's just my job. It's something that I have a responsibility to see through. Ever since that incident, I've always wondered just what it is I'm supposed to do. I still don't have the answer. I can only do what I can, but I'm very glad that Rhodes Island is walking this path with me. Ooh, mini collabs? I want collabs. Though I'm still salty how I didn't get everyone from that Rainbow Six Siege collab. I got most of them. Oh shoot, my mom's calling me. I gotta answer that real quick. Sorry, my parents are just checking to see if I'm alive or not. Literally. They're just making sure I'm alive. And I told them I'm alive. And that's what matters.
Okay, all done. You guys always finish your mission so quickly. It hasn't even been a week this time, but you're all done already. There's a deadline on the contract. Just trying to get it over with as soon as possible. That's amazing! Here's your mission list, one for each person. Thanks. And right, we've got a new hire on our team. Here's his application form. Think you can issue the credentials for him? New blood on the team? It was a sudden decision, so I wasn't able to let you know ahead of time. Sorry, this is my fault. Oh, it's no problem. Give me a minute. I need to get a new form. Oh, could you pass on some good news to Mia for me? What is it? The prophylactics you guys promoted last time got some really good feedback. If you can manage to keep the price low enough, I think it'll find a decent footing on the market. If you guys can do that, I'm sure we'll send sales through the roof. That does sound like good news. I'm sure Mia will be happy to hear that. If the sales volume gets any bigger though, we'll need to deliver the medicine here straight from Rhode Island. I'll let Mia know right away. That sounds wonderful. I haven't seen Mia in so long. Are you two acquainted? We know each other pretty well. I study medicine and I used to intern on the ship. I really missed home though, so I talked to Dr. Kelsey about it and I came back here. It's not bad. Once I make a little more money, I'll have saved up enough to start a clinic with my friends. Good luck to you. Thanks, don't forget. If any operators get hurt during their missions, just come to me for help. I'll patch them right up. Alright, I guess I'll head home. Sure, I'll walk you back. Oh, don't worry yourself about me. I'll be alright. You be careful on the road, Miss Chen. There was that murder that happened the other day. That was super creepy, wasn't it? By the way, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's actually a pretty interesting follow-up to the whole thing. Oh? Everyone's talking about it. I've heard they caught someone from the infected zone at first, but somehow the actual killer turned himself into the cops not even 2 days after that, so they ended up letting the first guy go. I don't buy it though. That's definitely not the whole story. Not the entire story. Why is that? Well, this stays right here, Miss Chen. Don't let anyone else know. Ah yes, don't let anyone else know. No one will tell anyone else, right? Haha. Alright, I'll keep it a secret. Secret, yeah. I have a relative who works at the police station, so this is insider information. I heard the actual killer didn't turn himself in. A mysterious person had caught him and left him in front of the station with evidence. Can you imagine that? Something like that happening in this day and age? Haha. That does sound really bizarre. Right? I even heard the tabloids are going to give this man of mystery a name. The Bad Samaritan, the Punisher outside the system, the hero of poetic justice. There's so many of them, and they all sound so cool. Oh man, if I had to choose between those 3 titles, I think I'd want to be the Punisher outside the system. Just because it sounds the edgiest. Cool. I'm not sure I agree. Oh? If the local police didn't catch the wrong guy, they wouldn't have needed someone else to come out and do their job. I'd rather society have no place for these vigilantes. I guess you're right. I've got everything packed up. Let's get going. Roger that. Is that all you're bringing with you? You may not be able to bring everything, but you can still take a few souvenirs. I'm good. I don't have much to commemorate here. It's better if I start all over. Alright. Let's go then.
Amia, I know there will be lots of difficulties on the way there, and I'm bound to be disappointed in all sorts of things. But I also know that I won't stop. I will keep charging down my path.
Vigilante Chen. That one was cute overall. Poor Hoshiguma, guys. Missing Chen. Chen, 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 Chen. And thank you. And now finally to number 9. I'm still sad about this though. Actually, no, I'm gonna click on this real quick. Like, this made me sad. Look at this. He's all by himself. It was so cute earlier. Now look at this. Like my boy. I liked it better when it was like this. So much happier. Ah. Oh well. Time to watch some storms. I see darkness. How long has it been already? Since you awoke in Chernobog? The span of a blink, like a lifetime ago. You still remember when you opened your eyes, the light you saw, and the voice you heard calling. Such pretty music. Sorry for making you suffer again. You still remember the warmth of the girl's hand. Ooh, this is in Victoria? Doctor. Hand. Take my hand. You still remember where you left your slumber, the unbearably broken world that greeted you. You still remember hiding among the countless enemies and an unerring gaze. Humph, trying to run? Where do you think you're going? Go. Tear them apart. You remember as before, battling with wave after wave of hostiles, the catastrophe taking its callous hold. And the enemy more fearsome than the catastrophe still. I shall grant you an ending that I am quite fond of. Disappear. And not just waking up to a war, waking up to a war with amnesia. It's like waking up in the zombie apocalypse, like with amnesia or something. Those around you made great sacrifices, paid the ultimate price. Each name, each likeness, you firmly remember. Or heck, just waking up in general with amnesia is sad or bad. Even in other isekai games. Not saying this is isekai. I mean, technically, I got isekai into the doctor's body in this case, so haha, it is. Even so, you weren't spared much time to familiarize yourself with all that Rhodes Island is and was. The insurrection in Chernobog was only a beginning. Rhodes Island was pressed to swiftly proceed to Lungmen, because it was more than likely that Lungmen would become the next target of Reunion's indiscriminate attacks. To earn the trust of Lungmen Chief Executive Wei Yanwu, Rhodes Island carried out an investigation in the slums. You remember here, you saw the plight of the infected wherever you looked. And in that plight, the infiltration of Reunion, determined to resist. You still remember? A little girl who had been drawn into all this. She was Reunion's true target. Once kind-hearted by nature, she ultimately chose to take up arms to save her own people. You still remember how she herself never was saved. People always have a way of people always have a way of surpassing your expectations. Even more so when it comes to the infected. Power begets madness, and desire begets depravity. There are cancers eroding away at all that is good in the world. If you want to keep it, I won't stop you. Just know that one day, your room will be filled with masks like these, or masks like this. All people must bear the consequences for the choices they make, infected or otherwise. You remember how, at the same time, within the districts of Chernobog, the recon team found Reunion assembled. They ran away. They had pretty quick reactions, ran away before we had a chance to take action, disconnected themselves and took off as quickly as they could. But where did they hope to escape to? Did I watch the anime yet? No, I got distracted with other shows. You remember as he rescued the Imperial team, the first time you saw the girl who was as Frost? You still remember, this too was Reunion's trap. You remember, the LGD forces pursuing the Reunion remnants to the outer edge. The enemy launched their offensive from inside, with the LGD at the center, and assailed Lungmen. I'm safe now, but Reunion took over one of our important facilities and is now forcefully opening a passage between the slums and the outer city. How's the recap so far? Intense. My life is flashing before my eyes, basically. You remember, the young inspector swearing to retake the LGD by her own strength and defeat the insurrectionist foe within Lungmen. You remember, she too went through setbacks but remained unyielding. Maybe I have changed. As time passed, I've had fewer grievances about Lungmen, and I've been able to make peace. And I've been able to place my trust in more people. You are no longer just Inspector Hoshiguma. You are my friend and my partner. Your shield has protected me all this time, so once in a while, you should let me be your shield. Phew. You're not even going to blush after saying all that? No matter how you feel, we are the LGD. We aren't rioters, nor are we criminals. We will take back our headquarters, not necessarily for the sake of pride or justice. We will do it because we are the LGD. And we will take back what belongs to us. That's the only reason we need. Do not make Lungmen worry about us. Do I make myself clear? Obedience, diligence, and perseverance. It's time.
Let us rid the LGD headquarters of every last reunion member.
You remember her brimming with courage, bravely charging the enemy ranks.
Officer, I know what you are. My originium arts only work on the infected. I don't care. Don't you know that you're only going to become his pawn, to be discarded when you've served your purpose? You can have those words back.
You remember Rhodes Island making haste, arriving just at the battle's decisive moment. Oh man, my favorite factions? Well, Penguin Logistics are funny. I also really like... I mean, it's not really a faction, but... Gavial's homeland is entertaining.
You're using your own blood as an incendiary? Huh? Do I look like some sort of caster to you? Only some egotistical newbie would go around committing arson like that. Sorry, but this is just one of my fighting techniques. Show yourselves. You have nowhere to hide.
You remember the LGD taken back, and the horn blown to signal a counterattack on all fronts. You remember Rhodes Island and the LGD fighting apart, reunion suffering defeat after defeat.
Just you. Move and I shoot.
You still remember, at the end of the fight in Lungmen, how Rhodes Island had to once again face an enemy she didn't want to fight. Yes, you will now fight me. Only one of us leaves. If you can defeat me, it means some will be able to survive. You remember it vividly. It was precisely because we both knew, we both cherished the same ideal. And because we did, neither of us could back down. I am willing to join Rhodes Island. I am willing to fight together with you against the enemies of the infected, your way. This is my burden to bear. She was, at the instant the battle concluded, a part of Rhodes Island. And yet, Reunion's crushing defeat in Lungmen was no more than Tallulah moving her first piece. Exploring the cover of a sandstorm, the Chernobog core city approached Lungmen. How does it feel when you know the story now seeing this? I'm just noticing things or like staring at things that probably wouldn't have noticed before, like how most of the, like a lot of the characters that went poof, that are like the saddest, have white hair. And how a lot of the strongest characters also have like white hair. I don't know why that's standing out to me. You remember, a direct attack using a city as a weapon, that was Tallulah's true maneuver. In this moment, the firm and resolute Qian chose to leave alone. Rhodes Island 2 chose to abandon coordinated action with the LGD and go under the fray. To make landfall and attack the Chernobog core city and halt Reunion's offensive. Drivers, maintain a steady speed, check your maps, use the sandstorm to cover your approach to the core city until you're in range to deploy boarding gear. Engage. You still remember how we returned to the core city, defended by guards every step of the way, and met an old friend.
It's been a while, Amia, Dr. Kelsey.
Exhausted her strength. Ah. Put an end to the quandary. It tries to walk forward, but its fragile wings are unable to support its own body. There are sounds trickling out of its throat, like a river of terror formed of whimpers. Creatures of artificial nature can usually be traced back to aesthetics. Yet don't be fooled by its appearance. No matter how beautiful it may seem, you're looking at the culprit behind the surrounding devastation. It's singing. I like how Kelsey and Monster trolled guard prevailed over a mighty enemy. The Wendigo freezes in place. Something appears to be dripping sorrowfully from his helmet. A minute passes. During this eternity of a minute, there are no other sounds except for the low rumbling of the moving city. Everyone there was forced to confront their own hearts. They may have overcome their doubts, no longer at a loss. Qian has tried to run far away many times, but she stopped herself. They may have indulged their hatred, fixed and unwavering. I like how my recap focuses so much on Qian. The women standing at the core were bound to decide the final battle at the summit of the tower. Go, Mia! The Battle of Lungmen drew here to an end. It was as if there were fundamentally no winners and no losers, only each individual settling their aspirations, each headed somewhere different. Doctor, you don't want to talk? I get it. So much has happened. But with you by my side, I feel happy. There are some things we can't do by ourselves. Rhodes Island, we always press forward, no matter what the dark clouds bring. And no matter how many terrible stories unfold across the world, I'll always believe in the warmth in your heart. Welcome home, Doctor. Thank you, Mia. Every battle in the standoff against Reunion, you can recall. But you still cannot find any recollection of the things that should most come back to you. The things of the past, the things of Rhodes Island. The things you can truly do. Come the future, that there will be more journeys still to take. And that this is no more than a beginning. I'm sorry, Amia, I wasn't talking to you. I was recapping in my brain. I kind of feel bad for Amia. She's probably like, look at the doctor staring out the window. Staring there for how many minutes, probably? Where my life flashes before my eyes. Storm Assault. Victoria's 7th Frontline Infantry Battalion, 2nd Tempest Platoon, makes landfall on Country Hillock. Boop. The hibernating mountains carry smokestacks high, and the tracks run, hauling my home with creak and cry. I found an acorn rolling in the gutter all alone, and right by a rivet rusted all of its chrome. I'm in a warehouse.
We've entered the warehouse. Investigation team, report status. Leader, vital signs to the southeast. 7 shelves away from you, moving within 1 meter. Number of heads? 1. Any originium response? None for the time being. Good. Hold your positions. Bagpipe?
Got it.
What are you looking for?
Doesn't it sound like someone's singing?
Don't get distracted. This means our target's guard is down. Keep to the plan. Wait for my signal, then you charge. For now, keep moving in. 5, 4, 3... Ready.
Bunker destroyed.
Ack! What's going on? All this smoke out of nowhere. Don't move. Stay where you are. Raise both your hands up. Your Victorian soldiers?
What do you mean by that? Aren't you Victorian too?
He's looking to run. Cello, watch to intercept.
Leader, he's not heading for the exit. He's turned back.
Triangle. Target heading for the back shelves. If you pick up any originium response, open fire immediately. Everyone else, form behind my shield. Quick. Bagpipe, what are you doing?
Did she tackle him?
I'm covering it. Everyone run. You. Leader, no originium response. That's not a bomb under bagpipe.
Oh, false alarm.
And the target?
Sorry, I knocked him a little hard. He won't be standing for a while.
And one of the boxes.
I'll take a peek. All potatoes and carrots. And cauliflowers too. I squashed them flat. Shame. They seem just fine for eating. We can still eat them. It's okay. She's just, you know, mashing it for us. We're gonna have mashed potatoes with carrots and cauliflower mixed in. Delicious.
Stay alert.
This one, and this one. They're all the same, leader. It's all produce and grains in here.
Triangle. Watch for anyone else nearing our perimeter. Oboe, you search the warehouse with bagpipe. Signal on any discovery. Cello, take this man stuck in the floor and tie him up. Erg. Right now, sir, we're going to need you to answer a few questions. I don't know anything. I'm here for sorting the potatoes. Are you from Country Hillock? Yes. Have you heard of any Spectre Force? Spectre? What? Doesn't Force mean people like you lot, all the soldiers? They took Lori, Julia, and Chris away. Is it my turn now? I want you to calm down. Listen, we have people who saw a bunch of originium goods enter this warehouse late last night, and now those goods aren't here. You need to give me an explanation. Explanation? That's what you're looking for? You're not going to just hang me? Batoosh.
Hey, what are you spinning around for? You've got to care about hygiene.
Any leads?
None. It's potatoes everywhere. If our information wasn't wrong, then they must work a sight fast.
All right. Bring him. He definitely knows something. He's just not willing to open up. There it is. You're all the same. Dying to find faults in all of us, torturing us. You Victorian oppressor beasts.
Again? He thinks calling another Victorian counts as an insult? It's flying over my head.
Leader incoming. How many? Prepare to break up.
Yes, leader.
Update, leader. These seem to be our own. They're in here.
Leader, we're surrounded.
Going by the numbers, yes.
If you listen to the voices, there don't seem to be too many left outside. If I crack the wall by me, then we've got a chance.
Don't get hasty. I see you've had a very fierce confrontation in here. Rita Scamandros, 7th Frontline Infantry Battalion, 2nd Tempest Platoon Leader. Nice to meet you, Lieutenant Scamandros. My name isn't too easy to remember. You can call me Horn, Captain. Very well, Horn. I'm Kelly, Lewis Kelly. I'm sorry, code names aren't our style. Captain Kelly, you and your troops are presumably also here to investigate this warehouse. Correct. We've received the tip-off too. Then you ought to understand how grave the situation is. A great deal of illicit originium goods were stolen off a military transport a couple months ago, and ultimately came to vanish in this region. Ahem. I need not remind you, Captain, with this much ordnance, coupled with recent thefts in surrounding countries, have fallen into villainous hands, the menace posed will reach far beyond Country Hillock. Good. Thank you for the rundown. I understand.
Like, Kelly's doesn't seem too bad right now. He hasn't said anything that's horrible.
And we're very thankful for your cooperation. Hill. Sir. Take this young man, this suspect, back to camp.
What? He was mad for us getting this man as our lead.
Sir, her spirit is obstructing fulfillment of my duty. Bagpipe, let it go.
But our mission...
We're on Hillock land right now.
Captain Kelly pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and wipes the sweat on his forehead.
Very glad we could persuade you, Lieutenant. You and this young voyeur lady, and all others present. Ahem. You must be certainly worn out by your hard journey, dashing here from Londinium.
It's our duty as soldiers of Victoria.
Yes, quite right. Now if you still have intention to operate in Country Hillock,
we're obliged to continue tracking the thieved originium goods. This is an order from Londinium. I imagine Colonel Hamilton would see sense too.
Of course, of course. You may accompany me back to camp.
Leader, do we really have to give him up to them? They have to be doing this on purpose. Ever since we touched foot on this outskirt plate, they've been following right behind. Right until now, just as we caught him.
Station troops of the Empire have a responsibility to address any threat to public safety that arises within their station. They haven't violated any code.
Ah, all right.
Captain, he's yours. As per code, we may also take part in the interrogation. We hope you recall. Ha! 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 Yes, quite in line with code. No, let me go. Don't take me! Heh. Help me. Save my soul. I haven't done anything. I don't know. Arg! Hill? Terror rabble like him always do make a scene like this. Take him away.
Really? What gives him the right? Leader, I think that we feline wants us to help him. He's scared to death of going with them. Triangle? Here, leader. Still in position, outside the same tree. They haven't noticed me. Good. Take the reconnaissance group and keep investigating along nearby transport routes. If you find any leads, immediately report back. Understood. Are we notifying their barracks? No need. Be sure to defend yourselves. This will be interesting if they're the focus. Bagpipe's a cutie. And I'm glad I have horn. And now I will try 9-2. The ghost crisis. Boop. Interesting. Environmental compatibility. PRTS analysis indicates that a 3-star rating has not been achieved in a lower level environment of the stage. Environmental compatibility will be activated. Under environmental compatibility, attempting this stage will consume sanity equal to the current environment and all lower level environments combined. Upon completion, progress will be synced and you will receive rewards for both the current environment and all lower level environments. Standard, I guess, is good. Don't show again. Start. I ain't no wuss. I can handle losing my sanity. I'm cool like that. Actually, using effort scares me a tiny bit, so I'll go for Aya. Ooh, nervous impairment. Uh-oh.
Country Hillock. A medium-sized nomadic city. A modest distance out from Londinium. Main pillars are agriculture and light industry. Not on the closest terms with the surrounding countries. Full match to what the intel describes.
Mysterious outcast. I like your outfit. I want to take it from you. Outcast. You there yet?
Just made it a minute ago. Did you slap a tracking device on me?
I've called you like 15 times since last night.
I took the wasteland route, as if I'd have a signal.
Okay, let me get this out there. I'm not the one in a rush. Misery's pushing it. You know how he is, the worrywart. Not my fault he can't chill out. He's all wound up. Even on a mission, it's like, is he looking to sprout some more wrinkles?
Wouldn't be Misery if he was anybody else.
Fair enough. Seriously, though. Any thoughts on the city?
Extremely normal.
Intel might be faulty then. There's at least 30, 40-ish cities in Victoria at that scale.
No matter how bright the Londinium sun shines, there'll always be places its light can't reach. You've seen the files. You should know that Country Hillock doesn't have any noble at the reins. 2 counts showed interest in the city, but never saw it through.
Because it won't make any money?
Yeah, or because of how ordinary it is. But the more normal place looks, the better it is to hide in plain sight. No matter when Rhodes Island decides to get moving, this is a good opportunity to scout the way ahead.
Gotcha. Just call me if you need support. I only geared up to head for Connor Country. I'm still close by for now.
Resettling infected's not easy work. I'm on basic chore duty compared to your mission. Probably down at the branch office drinking tea more than half of the time.
What I think of Outcast's design, I want to steal his outfit. I like his outfit. Give me a break. With a storm like this coming, is a songster like you gonna be happy chilling with a cup of tea?
You know, I'd love to live it up. I'd love to live it up like a retiree.
Wonder why I'm not convinced. Whatever. Let's just all get our jobs done and head home as soon as we can. Unrelated, Outcast, but I remember a bunch of green songster operators waiting for you to hold marksmanship classes. Oh, Outcast is a lady? I like her outfit then. Either way, cool outfit.
Relax. They need some free study time every now and then too.
Also, I know it goes without saying, but misery won't get off my back about it. Be careful, Outcast. Hope it all goes smooth.
Smooth? Haha, sorry kiddo, but that's not me.
Ooh, hello, how am I today? Tired. I ain't gonna lie. 6:50 a.m. overcast. Interrogation room, Country Hillock of Victoria Barracks, outside corridor. Leader, it's so stuffy in here. There's no ventilation or nothing. You said the same during the Stockton serial bombing interrogation last year. I'm not gonna be used to it, no matter how many times. You might call shallow instead. With her being over 2 meters, she could scare him into behaving a bit. Do I know why they're going to Victoria? Is it because they want to show up a bunch of, or show the entire lands? We've been exploring. We went to Lungmen. We went to Chernobog. Now we're here to continue our lovely exploration of the lands, as one do. You punching a clean hole through a steel table frightened suspects just as much. I lost my head for a bit there. He took 2 children and then he sat there being so sarky about their family. Didn't that steam you as well? Was I steamed? You left finger marks in his imprisonment device with how hard you squeezed around his neck. He pissed himself straight in the spot with the shock you gave him, spat his co-conspirator's name and the bomb coordinates right out, all shivering. That was mostly your credit, wasn't it? Sheesh, Horan knows how to intimidate. It was a necessary means of interrogation. Oh, I've never been good with those means. I passed basic interrogation theory by the skin of my teeth. Always copied my friend's homework as well. Copied her friend's homework? Was a friend she copied Chien?
Then you're in luck. Our principal wrote today is sitting on the side, listening.
And thank goodness. Actually, it's almost time, isn't it? Why has nobody come to bring us in? Did the captain tell us it was going... Didn't the captain tell us it was going from 7 o'clock on?
It's still 4 minutes to. Excuse me? Is Captain Kelly present? We're scheduled to meet him here. I'm not sure. Is there an interrogation set for 7? I don't know. Yesterday afternoon, we had a man suspected of smuggling illegal originium goods. Do you know where he's being kept? I don't know.
That's 3 strikes.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Country Hillock keeps slightly different time to Londinium.
Is that a thing?
Seems at least to Captain Kelly it is.
Haha.
I suppose we'll just have to do as the locals do.
I wonder if that worker really doesn't know. Because that's kind of awkward. Like, sorry, ma'ams, I don't know. I just got here. It's only 6 a.m. I'm tired. It's 10 minutes past now.
Checking the time over and over won't bring our colleagues here any faster. Perfect in a way. I need to talk with you about the false alarm of a battle yesterday.
Huh? A leader.
You aren't getting one past me, I'm asking you. When I gave the order to withdraw, why did you jump on the crate? Why did you jump at the crate instead?
Weren't you yelling for the others to withdraw?
Before we enter the warehouse, you ordered me make sure to catch the suspect alive. That was the initial order.
But orders are orders, right? We all thought the suspect set off a bomb, didn't we? I judged that I was the only one with a chance to complete the mission. If I could block the last wave, I could keep the suspect alive, and you'd all be safe and sound too. Of course, I had no qualms about your shield, leader. Remember the time you saved me under all that artillery fire from the Sargon mercs? 'Cause I'll never forget that.
That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm only supposing, there really was a bomb inside that crate, you would have taken a grave harm, possibly even thrown away your life.
No way. There weren't any explosives at high spec in the stolen goods. Even if someone modified them secretly, the force wouldn't be any harder than the forged cracker shells we used in combat exercises, you know? I can take those.
Don't be overly reliant on Voivron, Constitution, and combat. How many times have I told you that?
5?
10 at minimum, by my memory, and I can't imagine Slim didn't teach you that too.
Might have taught me that? Ha. Ha.
Your smile beaming has no effect on me. I'm your leader. I'm responsible for the safety of everyone under me.
I'm sorry, leader.
You know what's coming after we return, don't you?
Yes, you can have me run laps, no problem. But I hate to go without supper.
There's times I have no idea how I should handle you, Bagpipe. You're the most outstanding soldier under my command. Your obstinance goes right along with your combat skills, constantly exceeding expectations.
Well, it's got to be that way. My mom told me that when I was little. Voiver woman must see things through to the end. Not even a hurricane means much of anything. If you can't harvest all the wheat before it bogs down, your precious grain will go all moldy.
I was not singing your praises. Forget it, no matter how much I scowl at you. It'll be a miracle if it reforms you any.
Believe me, leader, you've got a face far from scary. I've seen plenty enough of the sort with eyes all bright, telling people all sinister things with all the worst language Victoria has to offer.
Enough.
Meaningless platitudes like this won't affect a qualified Victorian serviceman. They're cute together.
You mean to say?
And yeah, I'm looking over your previous comment. But is that why we're in Victoria too? Not just them?
Does it have to be this way? Damien, no, I mean Barry. He was a good one ever since he was young, I can guarantee. He simply took a wrong turn. You're absolutely right. My apologies. Yes, I will follow orders. Yes, those Londoniers are still here. Understood. I'll pass on the instructions, sir. My assurance is, I never forget. I am first and foremost a Victorian soldier.
Leader. You're checking the clock again.
I'm not like you.
I can't go blank anywhere anytime. Honestly speaking, I've had that feline from the warehouse on my mind. I still properly like the song he sang. I imagine a bit, dunno why. That song would be lovely for singing alongside Tractorin. In the hibernation, mountains carry livestock herds. It took 2 years for Rhode Island to get to Victoria. Yo, that's a long journey. He's staring at me. Was I singing out of tune?
You remembered the words wrong.
Oh, wasn't it livestock? It was buildings then, or tillers? You, Hillock Pal over there. Do you know what this song's words are meant to be?
You shouldn't be singing in here.
Sorry, did I violate any of your rules?
At the very least, don't go singing that bunch of songs in front of us.
That bunch? What bunch? I don't get what you're saying.
Are you fiddling with me, Voiver?
Huh? What's got you angry now?
Bagpipe?
Can't shake the feeling something's off kilter.
You can save it for later.
I'm not talking about... Leader, I think I just heard someone there singing as well.
You're right.
A matching tune comes from the depths of the dimmed corridor, of a deeper tone, rougher, broken off by a few fierce coughs from time to time. Do you think the man's in there?
Hey, you're not allowed in.
Oi, are you the one we caught yesterday in the outskirt warehouse?
Do you mean Damien? Poor Damien. Got dragged off ages ago.
Ages ago? Eh? When? How did we not hear?
Where did he get taken to? Where? You're asking where? He's already? Shut up. Who would you like to go the same way he went?
You're threatening him. Why? Where in the world did that man yesterday go to?
Went home.
Went... home? He got let go? So he had nothing to do with the Spectre Force at all? Leader.
Let me in. You aren't allowed to converse with the prisoner without permission. I want to see Captain Kelly. Step aside, soldier. I know he's in here. He is not.
You were the adjutant at the warehouse at the vile mouth. I remember you. What's your idea here?
The captain left on urgent business. He asked me to pass this on to you. The interrogation ended 1 hour ago.
Gah! So you mean you wouldn't give us the wrong time?
A lapse in communication. Not uncommon at all, is it?
What bloody lapse in communication? Do you think we're idiots? Leader, they gave us false info. Led us up the garden path.
That's not the key point. I'm asking you, soldier. Why did you show up to tell us the information now? Since you've bided so much time, surely none of you will mind wasting even more. In regards to your question, Muddy report. Thank you. Acknowledged. Lieutenant Scamandros, the order I received was to inform you of the following. Convict Damien Barry, your individual of utmost concern, was, 10 minutes ago, in an attempt en route to seize weaponry from the escort and assault military personnel, shot dead.
What bloody nonsense are you feeding us? We've seen that lad. He's just a normal man. He was frightened stiff when he saw us. How would he go attacking a fully armed regular by himself?
That is to say, you summarily executed the suspect without trial. I've relayed to you the facts.
Ooh, conspiracy. Leader, we've been put in the dark. Why wouldn't they let us have access to the suspect? Aren't we stood on the same side?
I'm still unclear about their reasons right now. The one thing I can be sure of is, if we want to continue investigating, we've only got ourselves to depend on. The attitude the barracks have is loud and clear. They won't be of any help to us whatsoever.
I'm not daft either. I can see they got a mean habit for tripping people up. So what do we do next? We scarcely got a lead and it's gone again.
We need to think of some other way.
Oh yeah, I just thought. The man called Damien, he said his work was sorting the potatoes. Every outer agriculture plate in a nomadic city has its own channel for transporting crops inwards. We should be able to find the farm worker settlement by following along. If we can have a chat with his friends or kin, we might find our lead again.
It's a very you train of thought.
Then you just leave the information inquired into me.
Excellent. We begin immediately.
Leader, are you gonna come with?
I'll stay to negotiate with the barracks. To my mind, they wouldn't stop out an execution without going through interrogation.
And ooh, hello. Hi.
As long as they held one, there'll be records left behind.
Ooh, hello, and welcome.
Triangle.
Leader, we're in the outskirts. Hello.
You got ambushed?
They came out of nowhere, and I got rumbled. This lot's combat techniques and weaponry. They're full match with previous intel. Even Snare's arts can barely hit them. Damn it!
Remember, your main duty is to come back alive.
Acknowledge, leader. We should be fine. Triangle out. Ooh, hello.
This is major intel. Our target, the force they call Spectre-like, is in Country Hillock this very moment.
The Ghost Crisis. Poor Damien. Oh, this is the map. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying based on how I can put people down. Uh-oh. I mean, no uh-oh. There's no uh-oh. What is uh-oh? No uh-oh. No uh-oh. No uh-oh. I'll put thorns back here. Okay, there. I gotta put silver ash down. Crud. That's gonna be frustrating. And of course they're the weaving type. How dare you weave? And ooh, good night to you. I hope your stream went by well. I believe in you, Susie. Do the thing. Great job, Susie. I should probably bring out a healer, but I'm kind of lazy. I'm being bad. And let me put you here, because why not? Oh, you're dying. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, yeah, I'm gonna have to start bringing more healers, or bringing in Lumen. Man. How slow does the Rhodes Island landship move? If it takes that long? Because I imagine it being like a car. That'd be faster than walking at least. But now I'm just imagining it walking like or going at a snail's pace. Might as well use Silver Ash. He can do the thing. And there. Oh, no worries. Good night to you. Phew, got through it. And now let's see. A game of cards. I should look at the map this time. Okay, so this is gonna be a place where I can't put people on the ground too easily. That's frustrating. Sheesh. Ugh. I mean, it's fine. No frustration, no fear. Yeah, no fear, no fear. Sorry, Perfumer, I'm gonna put you on break here. Hey, Lumen, can you come out here? Thanks, my dude. Hey, let's see. Actually, I'll keep the second one for now. Just cause why not? Actually, no, I could do the third one. Yeah, third one. Boop. Come with me, my boy. Oh wow, fighting first thing. In the game of cards. Oh no, there's a dude right here. I don't appreciate that. Why are you here, dude? Come on, let me bring down my boy. Oh, that was too slow. Meh, I can redo it later. No regrets. A little bit sad, but no regrets. Now let that dude run. That's decent. Or actually, I'll put you here, maybe? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And then next I'll bring out Chen, my bestie. Afterwards, my other bestie, Susie. And then, following that, it shall be Ash, because why not? Maybe I should give Ash a healer too. But nah, she's fine right now. Look at her, she's a boss. Phew. Yeah, this should be fine. About halfway done. Come on, enemies. Look at Lumen doing such a good job for his first time coming out here. I might as well activate it, because why not, too? Done. It's always the one that gets through. But oh well. 7:11 a.m. overcast. Rhodes Island County Hillock branch office. Morning, everyone. The weather's not bad at all today, wouldn't you say, Uncle Oliver?
Oh, it's you. I was just asking. Who else could it be knocking at the crack of dawn? But it's a gloomy day today, no matter where you look. What's there to appreciate?
Anytime it's not raining is good weather. That's what you get in Country Hillock, for that matter. How do you know the day's not going to turn clear skies?
Fine, you've got me there. Shredder, you stop dilly-dallying. We haven't got anyone dropping in. It's just Janie, Daily Ditcher.
You're one to talk, Shredder. You just come over here with us. I brought you a U-coffee pie today, and some shortbread. Dal sent me some tea last week, so I brought that too. Uncle Oliver, is there any evaporated milk left? I also really like her outfit. Janie.
Leftovers started molding ages ago. That bloody man never remembers to go buy any. Isn't it your turn to the shopping? Or am I hallucinating somehow? Fred, Will, we need your thoughts too.
Alright. It's not worth crying over this little spilled milk. Look, what's this? Fresh new evaporated, some cheese too. Picked them up along the way from the morning market. Here, you can have them. I've wanted to try making milk tea for forever now. I think you'll like it at least, Uncle Oliver. And yep, I read your comment about there being Dracos and felines.
Still no one more considerate than you, Janie. Well, you better learn well. At least don't start acting like that man next to you, with Shredder for a code name. This shortbread tastes delicious. Ooh, right. Miss Willow, isn't your senior officer going to get on your case for running here every day to bring us breakfast? The Victorian Army's rules are fair deal strict, if I recall.
You don't need to worry about that. I'm a guard of honor. I'm only good for big events or recruitment drives. They don't have much use to put me to. The sergeant major wouldn't even think about me most of the time. Besides, it's not like I don't do anything proper. Every morning when I get up, the first thing I do is pull the spanner off its support. While I wait for While I wait for the flour to ferment and the coffee to brew, I'll straighten out the creases bit by bit. Once the shortbread's done, that means I have to wash the flour off me. It takes time for my hair to dry naturally, and that's the perfect time to care for the flagpole and let it shine like brand new. Uncle Oliver, don't rush to pick up your tea yet. It's still too hot. For a complete morning, everything needs to glow gorgeous, no exceptions. Only then can I bring joy to you all. That's my life's creed. I would love for someone like Janie to visit me every morning with coffee or tea and sweets. That is the best person to visit in the morning. What's the pie like today, Shredder? Want any more?
Perfect. Just like every day before.
Really? Let me try some too. Seems I put a little too much sugar in. I'll make sure to watch out for that tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going to tell you off for being lazy, like they do now, Miss Willow.
Janie, that's what everyone calls me.
Alright, Miss Jane. My honest fear is that they'll want me spending every morning as amply as you do.
No need for that. I'm not like any of you. There's only so much I can do for the people here. I think the tea's about the right temperature now. Just make sure to stir it a little before you drink. I want to make some tea now. After this, I'm gonna celebrate by making tea. I want to make some milk. No, I don't know if I even have milk in the fridge. Oh crud, I gotta check. I know what? I bought some new tea. I gotta check my collection. I ended up going New Year shopping, and I got like a mystery bag of tea. Yag. I gotta think about what mystery tea I want to try. You sent the ball flying again, Craig. Hello, Craig. I'll go get it. Oh, poo. It went in the building. If you actually hit any of the grown-ups then you're in for it. Last time, didn't Carol get... Someone's come out. Let's run. Whose ball is this? Is it yours? Craig, come on, run! Forget the ball! No, that ball's left by my dad. If you're too shy about it, I won't hand it back. Come on, hold your hand out. Are you gonna beat me? Why would I beat you now? I mean, she did come out holding a sword. It's like, ma'am, are you gonna beat me up with that sword of yours, that weapon in your hands? Your clothes got dirty. That's just me being careless. It's no matter. All the other grown-ups like you, they don't care if it wasn't me who got them dirty. They always beat us, but not with their hands. They kick us instead, and they shout out loud to scare us off. That means they're definitely not your friends. Do you live around here? I think I've spotted you before. Doesn't your ma sell apples at the crack of every dawn? Down the alley in District 17 nearby? Your family's apples are scrumptious, not too crisp, but still very, very sweet. Perfect for making apple butter and spreading onto bread. Janie, can I summon Janie? I want her to join my Rose Island and be my baker. How about this? I'll put the ball on the windowsill here, and you come pick it up, okay? Eh? Hold on, slow down. I've got tea in my hands. It's gotten your hair all wet. Let me wipe that for you. I'm Janie. What's your name? Greg, it's your mom looking for you. Quick, you've gotta go. Ooh. She's a Vanguard 6-star one. Is she summonable right now? Or is she coming out later? I want her. She needs to join my Rhodes Island as my baker.
Got into a commotion outside?
Children playing ball.
Those bunch of rotters. All higgity-piggity in the street first thing in the morning. I bet it was them who broke that last window pane too.
Haha. Children, you know? I broke the man next door's flower pots when I was young, and my dad really gave me a talking to for that.
You laid hands on that boy.
Just now? Yeah. If I didn't wipe his hair clean, it'd be sticky all day.
His father passed away half a year ago. Poor bloke. Cauteropathy. There's a lot. Because of that, won't dare touch him.
Oh. Janie's perfect to me right now. Of course I want her. She shows up with freshly made sweets, makes tea, and talks about making coffee too. She is perfect. She's great and I love her outfit.
Workers, fairly strapped for cash. That Orion byproduct processing plant has a partnership with Aneka, but they don't give the full amount of prophylactics. It's normal for you to hesitate. In their neighborhood, it's about 1 in 5 houses turning out to have oropathy patients. They care for another, in a sense. If those soldiers weren't here... Shredder, you've lost track.
It's alright. You're just saying the facts. I've heard how my coworkers treat the oropathy sick. No, not just sick. They've got the wrong idea about all the residents. I don't think the same way. We're all Victorians, aren't we? Their days might be hard on them. I understand full well. But I hope for them to live a little happier too. What do you think? Should I have been even better to that child?
Don't force yourself. What's with the long faces for? I'll bring the playing cards out. Wasn't it you who suggested a spot of tea with cards, Miss Jane?
Ooh, should we be sharing the next standard banner with Blaze? Oh man, too many good gachas this year. Oh man. My poor wallet's gonna scream at me. But it's okay. Hello, hello? Yes, Lil's right. The sun's poking out. For once in a while. Let's not waste the good weather. Take a seat, everyone. I'll pour you all some more tea. There's still plenty left in the pot.
Is that me who's won again? It's too early to be full of yourself. You're on shift tonight. What? How's it me again? Not clicking? Those are stakes. Whoever won at cards is on broom duty. File sorting, buying us all afternoon tea.
Wait, why is the winner having to buy everything and do everything? What the heck? But why?
Can I get a redeal?
Uncle Oliver, your jokes are putting Will in tears again.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that the fun of a game of cards? Ha 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 ha.
One small tip. Next time you try second dealing, remember to watch behind you.
What? Who's talking? And on that side note, the tea is an excellent brew.
Hello. Who might you be? She came in suddenly, and none of us noticed her.
They call me Outcast, my young Voivron beauty. I'm sorry I tasted your tea without asking. Seeing as I rushed all the way over here, I hope you won't mind too much.
Feel free. If you haven't eaten breakfast yet, would you like to try some pie baked? It might be a little sweet.
I'd love to. Everybody who knows me knows I love sweets, especially the Victorian kind. You got it baked like this to fancy. Adorable perfection.
Thank you for the encouragement, Lady Outcast.
Outcast. Nobody calls me a lady, really. I'm more of that last type. I know who you are. I remember now. Will, clean the table up quick. I thought you'd be here 2 days later. Last message, you said you just passed the border. Couldn't help it. I haven't been to Victoria in a decade. Some parts are a bit more crowded, but just like me. The years are starting to show in a few places.
Makes sense how Dracos are rare, while wyverns would be more common. That's like dragons in general. Even in Fate, if you noticed, you fight a bunch of wyverns and rarely a big dragon. Mainly wyverns though. Oh look, it's wyverns. Oh no, more wyverns. Wyverns, wyverns, wyverns. Wyverns for days.
If I hadn't hitched a ride the wrong way in County Peninsula, we would have met last night. Ahem. Your understanding, please. Country Hillock's not the biggest spot on the map. And we rarely get elite operators at our branch office here. Last time I was out near Minos on fieldwork, I met Stormeye. That was 2 years ago already.
Elite operator? Just the name sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
Rhodes Island gives different work to different people, that's all. Besides, I'm pretty much just a civil servant now. I only came to Country Hillock to fetch some data. You're too modest. On the topic of data, did you want to see our finance forms first, or the ledger for our inventory in and out and stock this half? Hints to well. Hold your beasties. We're not that pressed for time. No need to hurl a starving girl like me straight into work. It's only fair to let me steal a breather here and there, right?
Haha, I can sympathize greatly.
Hope I haven't disrupted your little R&R here.
Outcast casually picks up a card. Thin, no more than paper, it spins 3 times and a half at her fingertips. Then is gone in a swish. Ooh, is she doing a magic trick? Wow, where'd that card just go?
Right here.
It's back. What kind of marvelous spatial art is this?
Just a little sleight of hand. I've got this gloomy-looking friend who taught me. Whenever I want you concentrate on my fingertips, this method works wonders.
I like how stressed all of the Rhodes Island workers probably are, while Outcast is here, while, you know, Janie's just having fun.
A little more relaxed now. Please, sit down, Oliver and Shredder. Will, plus you there, kiddo, standing in the corner. You must be Fred. Put that folder down and enjoy a little break with us. A chance like this doesn't come every day.
Yeah, he looks kind of stressed. Behind his mask and sunglasses.
Are you sure this is okay? Or would you like to see a magic trick where in 10 minutes, this haggard stranger from out of town dies of boredom? Let's sit. Please continue. As for me, I still want a proper taste of this fine black tea with evaporated milk, and that sweet, scrumptious pie.
There's more shortbread left here. If you still feel hungry, that is.
Thank you. Now this dessert hit the spot. My stomach hasn't been this happy in a while. My tongue was beginning to really miss flavor. Now you, cute little miss.
I'm Jane. Jane Willow.
That's a lovely name. I'm gonna guess that you're old enough to drink.
I've long since been of age. Less outcast. I'm serving after all.
Oh. That gray Victorian military uniform sure falls flat under your shimmering blonde hair. Oliver, count yourself lucky. No matter how dull and cloudy it gets, you've always got your sunshine indoors. Haha, true. Little Janie's brought us a mound of happy days.
Listen to you, Uncle Oliver. You're the ones all kindly letting me in while I've snuck off from the barracks.
I was actually a tiny bit surprised seeing you get along as well as you do. Jane, if all Victorian soldiers were as lovable as you, we'd lose at least half of those awful rumors making their way across our world.
Thank you. If I haven't misunderstood, I assume those are compliments.
Even on my way here, I saw some not so pretty sights. But anyhow, that's not gonna dampen the joy of meeting you all here.
I'm very glad. I could meet you too.
Well then, a toast to our encounter. I came here in a kind of a hurry, so I can only bring some regular old gin, with way too much lemon because that's how I like it. You folks might find it too sour.
Nah. Lemons are delicious, outcast. I eat lemons on their own. I do eat lemons on my own. They're delicious. I'll just poke my thumb in one and then suck up the juices.
We don't really drink on work hours. You killjoy! Alright, that's on me for being sloppy. As a Rhodes Island operator, I can't be an exception. Let's just have some tea.
This is adorable. Ooh, hello.
So, who's dealing next? Me. Need a little blessing from a Sancta?
Oh, they're so cute. That was adorable. I'm gonna consider that a happy ending for now. It's almost 10 p.m. and I don't want to make tea too late at night. And yes, lemons are delicious. Man, I'm gonna have to redo that stage. It's gonna haunt me. I'll redo it late. That was a loud boom outside. Yo, if you heard that loud boom. That was super loud. Ow, my ears! What the heck? Sheesh. Ow. Well, that's fine. At least I still have my hearing, and I can make some tea, and then I can just pour it in my ears to make my ears feel happy. Just kidding, I'm not gonna waste it. I'll see what I have. Ouch, though. No more loud booms outside, please. It's already almost 10 p.m. Sheesh. With that, thank you for stopping by the stream, everyone. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and epic gacha luck. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in some tea because my ears hurt from that loud boom. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Ouch! Sheesh! Man, why? Why is it so loud outside?